out with albizia flowers, bamboo, um, clematis, macaws, all God's creation. If you take that point of view. So not on the Religulous. I am now, I've been for some time, I guess, a fan of Bill Maher. I like his dry humor, cynical attitude. Maybe the extent to which he is disappointed with American people, is not shared by this individual here. But a lot of what he says is correct. In his weekly programs on HBO, Real Time, New Rules, sometimes hilarious within this program, in which he attacks issues like the movies of summer, entertainment, during which you take a break from thinking, so that's alright, but in a recent take on this, he was saying, well, now you're giving them all year long, so that's wrong. And of course, stupidity, which made so many vote for the orange man in the White House. Why? And much more. But this is about Religulous. I've read somewhere that this is one of the top 10 most important documentaries. I can't remember in what sense. I'm sure it's controversial. Many will just dismiss it. There are people within it that say, "Oh no, I don't talk with you anymore." That, but was it in terms of how the gross of the box? I'm not sure how many tickets. Anyway, it's really important. I like it. It deals inside with all sorts of people, from a reformed, an ex-gay man, a man who found God or someone, and then he switched. But he's also very, many of them in there are obnoxious, even if they preach one religion or another, and they turn on him if they don't like the way it's going. There was near the beginning, there's this talk with some people. I'm just asking questions. How come? I mean, if God is so, why doesn't he just destroy the evil? Well, I know an answer from C.S. Lewis, and he says something like, and in other places, of course, but that's what I remember. There's the issue of free will. You need free will. If we would all be automatically on good, and there will be only good, and good will not be so significant anymore, and we don't like living like machines, so we need to take options, and hence there's also evil in the world. But then what about the Holocaust, is asking at one point. Well, God's ways are unknown. Yeah, but that's a bit exaggerated, even with free will. But as you see, I'm on his side. I mean, on the side of Bill Maher, and I find that it's somewhat ridiculous and outrageous. There's this minister, this pastor that rich with a costume suit. Bill Maher says that this $3,000. I guess you have more than this $3,000 suit. It's God. But what about that thing with the camel would go through the eye of the needle easier than a rich man getting into paradise? And, and this minister doesn't know. And also it's preposterous and ridiculous at the beginning when he, how should I call you, father, priest, doctor? And then the subtitles are very good, funny in many places in this wonderful documentary. Good in two major ways. It's humor, you laugh throughout, but then also with accuracy it shows problems in the thinking of so many. So you can call me doctor, but then they say on top of him he has no degree of any kind. So, but he's a doctor. And then this guy who is the second coming of Christ, he's called Jesus. He's a Latino of some sort. I mean, I don't know from what country in Latin America. Hispanic. Jesus. something, and he's, yeah, I am. You believe, but we have to believe it. We don't have any. Why doesn't God talk with His immense power? Talk to us, to all the people, so that we know. We have to take your. I believe. So, and he's going. Of course, he's talking to the Smula or something in Amsterdam. Termina, where there's a phone ringing, and why do all these things happen, and and there are some contradictions there. Again, the comments this time, I don't know what he said in his native tongue. It might be that they just added some funny notes. Then he meets with hi there. Two Muslim gay men. In I think it's the same in Amsterdam, where he meets a guy with and they smoke marijuana, which is legal in the Netherlands. But with the two gay men, it was also funny that it seemed they're the only ones. There was a bar, and they were the only ones. This is the community of, yeah, well, funny, good, insightful, thought-provoking film.